Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, Maths with Ease by Mr. Kamotho. In this video, I want us to complete or conclude simplifying algebra, and we are told now simplify by use of common factors. 2m minus am minus 2y plus ay all over 2m plus 2y minus am minus ay. And just like we've learned, we have to identify the common factors in the numerator in the first two terms. And we realize that m is common, so it stays outside the bracket. Inside the bracket, we have 2 minus a minus, now y is common in the next two terms. And we have 2 minus ay divided by, or rather ay divided by minus y is minus a. And that being that, the denominator, well, we have the first two terms, 2 is common. In the bracket we have m plus y minus a, which is common, then m plus y. You realize that negative a y divided by negative a is positive y. And now that we are there, we have this bracket repeated, so we have 2 minus a, 2 minus a, then m minus y all over m plus y and 2 minus a, as you can see again. Now we have 2 minus a appearing on both numerator and the denominator, so we have full permission to cancel out that, and our final submission is m minus y all over m plus y, and that is it. In the second example, example 2, in example 2 now, as we conclude, we are told that evaluate x squared plus y squared all over y plus 2 if x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 1. This is just a matter of getting the final answer through substitution. And we all know that x is 2, so wherever we come across x, we write 2 squared. We have 2 squared plus 1 squared all over 1 plus 2, which is 4 plus 1, which is 5 all over 3, or even now 1, 2 over 3, and that is just like it. And before we leave that topic, it is important that we can try an exercise, and I would want just you try out this question. Try out this question even as I explain them later. Let us have an exercise and see how well we understood the topic. Exercise, and in question 1, we are told to simplify 4xy minus 3x plus 8y squared minus 6y all over x plus 2y. Simplify through, of course, factorization of the common factors. And even before I explain, I would want you to pause the video, try to work out this question, and come back to the video and find out whether you got it or not. I should expect that you are already trying, and you have tried after pausing the video. Let us continue. In the first two terms, you can already see that 4 and 3, there's nothing common. X and x is common, and y is not common, so only x is common in the first two terms. So we have in the bracket 4y minus 3 And in the second bracket, the plus comes over. Between 8 and 6, 2 is common. Y and y is common in the bracket. We have 8y squared divided by 2y is 4y. 4y minus 3, because minus 6y, everything divided by now plus 2y is minus 3. In the denominator, we just have x plus 2y, nothing common. And as you can see in the numerator, we have 4y minus 3, a repeated bracket. We write it once, and x minus 2y form a bracket of their own. X, not minus but plus, 2y, everything over x plus 2y. And clearly that bracket will cancel with that one, and the final submission will be 4y minus 3. Check your answer, and I hope you have got the question right. Congratulations. The next question that comes in is a bit different, but tackling fractions. And I would want to again introduce the question, exercise question, question number 2. Even as we conclude, again, I would request you to try out the question before I work it out. You are expected now to pause the video and work out this question. And the question says, 3/5 of work on the 3/5 of work is done. There is that what is done. 3/5 of work is done on the first day. On the second day, 3/4 of the remainder is completed. If on the third day, 7 out of 8 of what remained is done, what fraction of work still remained? Pause the video and try to work out this question. I know you have tried it, and let us get back to it. We are told that 3/5 of work is done on day 1. So day 1, we have 3/5 of the work. What remained? What remained? The original work was 5/5. Day 1, 3/5 of the work is done, and what remained after day 1 is now 2 out of 5 work. Now on the second day, 3/4. On the second day, 3/4 of the remainder is completed. There is day 2, which is now 3/4 of what remained. 2 out of 5 is completed, and this is 6 out of 20, which is basically 3 out of 10. That is the work done. That is the work done entirely on the second day. Now, between day 1 and day 2, how much work is done? This work is done in day 1, and this work is done in day 2. Now that we have that work done in day 1, and this work, 3 out of 10, is done in day 2, we can now try to find out the work in done is 2 days is 3 out of 5 plus 3 out of 10, and the LCM is 10. Divide by 5, 2 times 3, 6. 10 divided by 10, 1 times 3. This is 9 out of 10 work done. This is already done in 2 days. What does that mean? It means 1 out of 10 of the work remained. 1 out of the 10 of the work remained. And this is what we are being told. If on the third day, 7/8 of what remained is done. So we are coming to day 3, whereby we are having 7 out of 8 of what remained, which is 1 out of 10 now, is completed on day 1. And as you can see, this is simply 7. This is 7 out of 80. Work done on day 3. So let us now find the entire work done in day 1, day 2, day 1, day 2, and day 3. But you can see this is the work done in first and second day. So if we add now the work done in first, second, and third day, we just have 9 out of 10 plus 7 out of 80. And the LCM is 80. 80 divided by 10 is 8 times 9, which is 72. 80 divided by 80 is 1 times 7 is 7. So entirely, we have 79 out of 80 of the work done. So what work remained? Of course, 80 out of 80 signifies the entire work because this is one whole, minus 79 out of 80, simply 1 out of 80 of the work entirely remained. This is the work that remained undone. Thank you, and let us meet in the next topic.